Yeah, yeah. I wrote a song, 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 I wrote a song,
What were the words?
yeah, yeah. I wrote a song, 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 I wrote a song,
Last time.
yeah. Yeah. I wrote a song, 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 I wrote a song,
I poop, they wipe. I'm the boss.
Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I know echo. All right. Yep. Let's see. It looks like we only got one YouTuber here today. Well, now we got one YouTuber and 3 lurkers. Good morning. Today is 25th day of August. It's like 7 more days and the month is over. Yeah. Are you ready for September? You ready for the aliens on the green comet to come? Yeah. That green comet, I'm going to keep talking about it till it shows up and we can see it. Probably be the middle of September. But that's coming from an intergalactic galaxy far, far away. It's the first time ever visiting, and we're going to get a special bird's eye view of it with the naked eye. Now they're starting to estimate the best viewing places, but as long as there's no clouds in the middle of the night, you should be able to see it. And it's going to be glowing green. Yeah. So that sort of reminds me of that movie Night of the Comet. Yep. I don't remember if it was glowing green or glowing blue. I believe they used Halley's Comet, but we know it wasn't Halley's Comet. The stuff came down, a lot of people disappeared, and then we had zombies, we had crazy scientists, a couple of teenagers, and a really cool Mexican dude. You had to wear a cowboy hat and drive a convertible Cadillac. Yeehaw! Well, anyway, it's currently 78 degrees here in West Central Texas. At least that's what they're freaking stating. We're going to be hitting 104. And now humidity's at 42. Dew points at 54. Pressure's 29.92. UV index is 0. Winds are coming from the east-southeast. Air quality is 34. The air quality is going to drop. 104 is the top. And it should be hitting 100 degrees by 2 p.m. And 104 probably by between 5 and 6 p.m. Yeah, just when your day's ending, that freaking blows. I bet a lot of people are getting off work going straight to freaking bars like Cheers and shit. Where they got air conditioning, drink a couple of freaking beers to cool off because they don't want to be sitting in traffic. No, They don't. Alrighty. As yesterday, well, let me tell everybody good morning first. Good morning, TH2. Nice to see you, brother. I know you're probably out in the garden now drinking your big cup of coffee, doing some work. Lewis, Marshmallow Man, how you doing, brother? Moonlight Gypsy, how you doing, sweetie? Yep. Well, I lost that freaking page because when I closed the other one, so let me do this. Haven't done this a couple of weeks purposely, but now I'm going to do it today. Let's talk about power outages in the U.S. right now. Currently, Michigan and Ohio have 100,000 plus. See, Michigan's at 421,000. They're 15,000, no power. I'm thinking those are probably due to storms. Pennsylvania's sitting at 45,000, and probably because of the storms also. And Texas has 19,000 without power right now. That is due to wildfires, no storms. Well, there could have been from that one tropical system went through the south. But most of the reports are basically because of the wildfires we had. Hell, I had a wildfire here about 20 miles away when that tropical system went through. The only thing we got was lightning strikes, and it hit one of our places called Hilltop, where our bunkers are, and yeah, caused a wildfire. Took about 6 hours to put it out, but luckily they took care of it. Now, ERCOT is reporting that they're getting close to running out of reserves in the state of Texas. So if you're in Texas and listening, please conserve, unplug stuff, put it all in power strips, not using it, shut it off. Open the blinds just enough, not to leave all the heat in, but let the light in, and don't use the light switches. You know, instead of running that air conditioner at 60 degrees, running about a comfortable 75, 78. You'll be able to do it. It's not that bad. Of course, when the humidity and dew point goes up there, then yeah, it's not going to feel like 78 degrees in the house, no matter which air conditioner, how good it is. And it's going to be muggy and it's going to feel hot. So they're still saying that there may be blackouts and power outages for the middle of the country due to the extreme heat that's rolling through, even with the storm. So know your backups. If you lose power, if you don't have any, at least check your communities. Your communities, they should have cooling centers. That's probably the best way. And if you got pets, remember, completely check on them, make sure they're hydrated and have the water. Once they hit triple digits, don't have them outside. I know there's some animals you can't bring in the house, but horses, cows, and some pigs you can, but most farm pigs you can't. That doesn't mean you can't put a evap cooler or two in the barn and put the animals in there so they could at least feel some of the cool air, and they got plenty of water. Let's see, what else? What else? I haven't really looked at anything else. I've been avoiding all this stuff. I don't really want to talk politics, so that's out the window. And they're still talking about the new stuff. Oh, I just saw a story. It says the Atlantic Ocean is getting wider every year. No, it's the land masses moving. The ocean ain't getting wider. The lands are separating. It's been going on since the beginning of time when all the land processes were one country. And now, millions of years later, we don't have it anymore. No. Sorry. Just going to hit the stock market. Nope. I'm out of it. All Alrighty then. Let's see. Hey, Super Dave. Good morning. They sometimes do, Super Dave, but it's mostly in the big cities because they don't know how to raise their air conditioners up when they're leaving the house and there's no animals or people in the house. They still leave their freaking ACs, they leave their lights on and all that other crap. And of course, in Texas, our big cities are all blue, so they think they're special. You know, like, oh my God, my computer won't last. If it's 80 degrees in the house, it's going to fry. No, it's not. 80 degrees will not kill your freaking computer. So, but sorry, I'm looking. I got a notification somebody else went live. Oh well. Surprise, surprise. I've been already live, so we could do this. You've had 17 streams this week. This is only my third or fourth this week, so you know what? I got all the time in the world. I could do 24/7 for 7 days straight if we want to play that battle. But I'm not going to do it. You want to check that person out? Go check them out. And they're still saying the cases are up. Nope, I don't believe it. Oh, here's a fun one. It's a frugal extract. These 12 remote jobs pay over $50,000 a year and don't require an ID or a degree. Yeah, I bet it's like coyote, drug runner, unprofessional hitman. I'm not even going to look at the list because it's going to be all ridiculous stuff. But, yeah. I was waiting for a third person to wake up. Obviously, she is still sleeping in. Okay. Let me see if I can get my email going. This is obviously the community post. And the notification didn't wake her up. I'm going to wake her up with an email. I know that freaking rings a bell in her. So what's everybody doing this weekend? All I got to say is I'm still waiting for Google Mail to freaking open up when I hit compose. So it's taking forever. Let's see. All right. It's my twins' boy's birthday tomorrow. So if things go right and if things go good, I'll be busy all day tomorrow. If not, maybe I'll do a live stream. Don't know, can't guarantee, but what the hell? Why not? They don't wake up as early as I do, so yeah, I'll have time. I woke up even before the post office. They still haven't sent me an email what I'm going to get in the mail today. What the? So, all right, so went out. All righty, let's see. Hey, good morning, AB. The most important thing you got to do is get chickens off your trailer, huh? Well, I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to correct myself. That's a rooster. That's not a chicken. Hey, good morning, Lady Dagger Status. Oh, you're still at home. Ooh. All right. All y'all keep your eyes averted. Watch the screen. Do not be trying to freaking take a peek at Lady Dagger Status. Forgot to make sure her webcam is off. Give her some privacy. She's getting ready for work. Yep, same here, Moonlight. And yeah, that's got to be nice to have a baby shower. See, that one looks like chickens, all 5 of them. How do you make any money when you're only transporting 5 chickens? That's all. I don't get it. You must be delivering. You work for Walmart, don't you? I know you're an independent driver, but I know you're probably delivering to Walmart. Somebody's got to do it. And what the hell? Okay, I was looking at YouTube trying to refresh it, and yeah, my opening thing started up all over again. Oh, Food Lion. Hey, I've heard of them. Yeah, we used to have them down here. We don't know no more. Well, they might in Dallas or in East Texas, but we don't in West Texas. We're really partial to HEB, and you know, all the liberals here are partial to Walmart. But yeah, sadly but surely, Walmart's backed off trying to attack HEB because you know what? They just can't beat their prices and they can't beat their standards of food. Yeah. So I was going to get certain gifts for my kiddos, but I decided I'm just going to do those money cards for them. So much easier. Just give them cash. Well, I don't trust them with cash. If I give it to them, they'll freaking spend that in a heartbeat in like 10 minutes. They got to figure out how to register their card online and then wait for it to load, which is already loaded. So when they register, that's all I got to do. And yeah, they use it as a credit card and they can buy their stuff. Woo-hoo-hoo. So they'll be pretty rich this weekend compared to me. They're, you know, it's advice for those that have youngins. You think it's going to be less expensive when they become adults and move out? Nope. I mean, but I am blessed. I had to wait, let's see. They live with their mom when they're 17. So technically I had empty nest syndrome starting then, but it didn't really hit me till about when they bought their house about 3 years ago. When they bought their house, we moved it in, then empty nest syndrome really hit me at that point. You know, and that syndrome really freaking sucks, but hey, I survived it. Sorry, you're gonna miss that. So, rumor has it TH2 is gonna write a song, and I apologize for anybody who doesn't like that opening song, but it was a special request yesterday that I played again for today, so I did. I take special requests seriously. You know, I try to appease everybody, but it's first come, first serve. You send a request for something, you get yours in before the next person knows 5 seconds later. So, okay, on to the good news, because I really haven't getting the good news. Today is National Banana Split Day. So all you banana lovers out there, ice cream lovers, and fudge lovers, guess what? At lunchtime, skip the normal freaking Mickey D's and all that other non-healthy stuff, and just go to an ice cream shop and order yourself a banana split. I haven't seen. Well, I asked Dairy Queen, and they haven't freaking responded back to me if they're going to do anything special, like dollar banana splits or something or another like that, since it's National Banana Split Day. So be on the lookout. You never know. One of those places might be giving some specials today. And of course, it is Friday, so it is Banana Boat Friday for me when I head out to put a couple of bucks before the gas goes up even higher and get some groceries. I'm going to stop off and get me a banana float. So why not? Nothing major in the shopping area industry for me. Thank goodness. I just need bread, some kind of caffeinated drink, tea, something. Hey, Texas Psycho Billy. Yep, hot fudge banana split are the best. I wish I had all the stuff here because I'd be eating one right now. But since I didn't, I went and scrambled some eggs, fried up some tortillas, and had me some egg tacos this morning. I didn't want to do all the thing, cut up the potatoes, the chorizo, and all that other stuff. And yes, I did have added jalapenos in my breakfast burritos like I always do, and salsa, and some Tabasco sauce. You got to get it. You got to get that steroids for your breakfast. Why YouTube is really jacked up today? It is so behind. So let's see what else. Nope, can't talk about it. That's political, so I'm not going to mention it. Yeah, solar and wind energy faces pushback in Texas. Yeah, because they don't work. It's a good alternative for the failure of fossil fuels. I mean, I'll get you going for a little bit and buy you some time until they get the fossil fuel things worked out again. But as the primary energy, they don't work. That's things you don't hear from other people that are still slamming Texas. Why, you couldn't handle. Yeah. Y'all can't handle the heat. Oh, y'all are complaining it's too freaking hot. And I'm not talking about y'all as an audience. I'm talking about the people. They're pushing freaking all these alternative energies. And everything is weather. Cookies. Ooh, apple cookies are the perfect bite-sized treat when you're craving sweets. Oh, craving apple pie. Okay. Yeah. So, did anybody go out and have a peach pie yesterday? Some peach cobbler or anything? I wanted to. The Texas Sacramento says I have a block of corned beef and some hash browns in the freezer, like a hash and runny eggs. Ooh, that even sounds good. Yeah, 111. Yeah. And that was in the shade. Welcome to Texas, y'all. Y'all can freaking complain all you want, but if you can't handle the heat, get the hell out of the state. That's all I got to say. It's so hot here, the devil doesn't come to visit. Think about it. But it's God's vacation spot. He comes here every year. So I was looking at a list yesterday, and people, when they talk about homelessness, people think automatically, oh, it's California or New York. Nope, the number one state that has the most homeless people is Vermont, according to the list that they posted. Who would have thunk it? Well, I would have thunk it. Looks at places in Vermont. Yep. They got to have their green yards, like 4 acres of freaking house next to the closest neighbor, and you got plenty of room to invite people, let them put tents on the property, but they won't let them. They'd rather have them in the city parks, sleeping on a park bench. Sort of reminds me of a Jethro Tull song. Sitting on the park bench. I can't remember how many little girls was 3 or 5. So, yeah. Yeah, I look at all the politicians today and all of those old fogies, and I'm trying to think now. They definitely did freaking LSD or acid, but they weren't at Woodstock. No, yeah. They're a freaking, they're a hippie, but they didn't go to Woodstock. You can just tell right off the bat. None of the politicians we have freaking in office today have gone to Woodstock. And I'm not talking about Woodstock 2. I'm talking about Woodstock 1. Some people like Woodstock 2. I think it was a joke. Once you had one, you can't make it again. I'm sorry. I mean, Texas learned the hard way. We had the Texas Jam so many times, and they thought it was getting better, and it wasn't. The first Texas Jam was the ultimate, and after that, But yeah, trying to see 25 minutes, and she still hasn't shown. I'm giving her 5 more minutes to wake her butt up. Okay, Business Insider reported a popular tiny homemaker has unveiled a new 230,000 to 230,000 400 square foot freaking home on wheels, and the price continues to skyrocket. For 400 square feet on wheels. Now, 230,000. Yeah, kiss my butt. You know, you can buy one of those RVs and drive around the country, and I think, you know, they're pretty luxurious. You got a whole lot more room than 400 square feet for a tiny home that's on wheels. Hell, just go buy a freaking trailer and build your own. As long as it's comfortable. Or 400 square feet, that's like a bathroom. Matter of fact, I think that's the size of my guest bathroom I have. So what the heck? Yeah, Ozfest was pretty amazing. But most of the late great freaking actual good performers that don't get into politics and just freaking, say do their music, be themselves, love them or hate them. They don't want to talk politics. Most of them are either passed away or retired, and they ain't performing no more. Then, of course, you got the ones that should retire. They're walking around like zombies, and yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about the Rolling Stones. After a band loses a band member, you know, they shouldn't even perform as that band anymore. They should get a new name. They can still keep the rest of the band members, but out of respect to the member that did help them freaking become famous, that's what they need to do. Look for how long Led Zeppelin didn't freaking perform, and then they tried it with the drummer's son, and I mean he's all right, but yeah, I like the way how Sammy Hagar freaking grabbed a couple of the members and started another band after Eddie passed away. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I can't even remember that one. Was the two guys freaking singing and rapping, and of course, they did rock, and the lead singer committed suicide. I can't even think of that band. And they freaking immortalized him for committing suicide. No, he had mental issues. It doesn't matter how many problems you have. There's nothing in this world, emotionally or mentally, for you to take your life and cause pain to all your loved ones. That's being selfish. I don't care if you're being freaking investigated by the IRS for fraud, you're going to jail for something you freaking did, or you're just hooked on freaking drugs, which I'll bring up. It's like a certain member of Motley Crue was hooked on drugs for a long time. He didn't commit suicide. Eventually, his body freaking wore down from doing all the drugs, but that should be a freaking grand lesson right there. Look at all the greats. Elvis died of drugs. Jimi Hendrix, drugs. Freaking Bon Scott, alcohol. All of them think they're invincible until they find out they're not. Yep. and everybody's sleeping late after everything yesterday. That's why I'm not talking about who passed away yesterday much, because it did strongly affect everybody, and I am not a family member, and it does not need to be mentioned or used in any way, shape, or form. So, and nowadays, one person, I'll just take one person that can strive it that way, and then we're all freaking bad people. So prayers for our family members, her soul, and that's all we can say. It was a tragedy. I know all the details, and not my place, so I won't do it. Somebody that was a whole lot closer, I did talk to her quite a bit, but someone that was a whole lot closer, then they could do it if they feel the need, but I won't. So, sort of like AB, I don't talk about his chickens that he's taking to market. I want to know, are they live chickens, or did you personally pluck them before freezing them and putting them in your truck? I'm sorry, this freaking internet. I guess that freaking blast from the sun is really freaking messing stuff up. They said it was going to freaking start affecting communications and may shut some down, but ever since that occurred, we've been getting just the forefront of it, and internet's been messed up, slow. I mean, Google's jacked, the internet's jacked, phone services jacked, but at least they're all still working right now. But there will be one morning where none of them work. What will you do? Have you really thought about it? I know you heard everybody freaking saying, oh, you need to do this, you need to have that. But are you really ready to lose all forms of communication except your voice? There's going to be a lot of people walking around just dumbfounded when their phones die, let alone the power and the internet. They're going to have to actually come face to face with people and talk to them. Okay, you had no part. Okay, that's good, AB. I just want to know when you're going to be delivering some of those children to a certain agent under the letter, so you can make some different type of tacos. Now, I've been trying to get a couple of my fact checkers to check, because I've seen him eating on Tim's Lives a couple of times, and some of those tacos, I don't know, they look plant-based. And I know Tin was taking a time off because she's got things she needs to reevaluate or regenerate, should I say, not regenerate. So does everybody know school has started? At least in the state of Texas, school has started. I don't know about all the other states. I kind of slept through the weekend because it was so freaking hot, where it was a tax-free weekend. Yeah, it was so hot, I didn't even want to go freaking shopping. I could have saved a lot of tax money, but you know what? I looked at it, and there really wasn't anything I needed to get to save taxes on. That's why I usually shop at places that give me my military discount. It covers the taxes already. So, dun dun dun. So, technically, every time I go shopping, with the exception of groceries and gas, I always get my military discount. Oh, there she is. Boy, 4 minutes late already. I'm just calling her out because I love Shit Kicker. She's got to get her coffee. Everybody in chat started out this morning going, where are the crickets? I could see the lighters and the people chanting in chat, crickets, crickets, crickets. I mean, I didn't know how to freaking hold them back, strip kickers, so I emailed you. Hey, good morning, Chris Piat. And Chris says good morning to all of y'all in chat. In case you're on your phone or just listening and trying to get that makeup on. Yeah, well, she's had plenty of time to charge those earbuds. I'm just hoping she cleared some of that earwax out this morning. Those crickets were cricking all night. I can understand why she slept in a little bit. Well, I can understand more reasons than one, but I'm going to blame it on the crickets. So, and if anybody's wondering where Crazy's at, I was having a discussion with TH2 before he went to La La Land last night, and then I decided to lay down, and I ended up sleeping like 5 hours. I was really surprised. I must have been really tired, but I agree with you, AB. Cricket tacos is the plan of the future. You know, but yeah, Crazy had finished her chocolate fudge for her daughter. She sent us pictures, and then she was making some other kind of dessert. I can't even remember. I'd have to go to Signal and look to see. Let me see if I can find it. What she made, but I knew she was making this other treat for herself. And when she did, I knew if she had more than one slice, she'd be in a coma this morning. So no telling if that's where she's actually at. But I'm guessing. Okay, I'm going through Signal real quick. Okay. Well, holy Toledo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And you can kind of still hear them, the crickets.
The last of the ones that did not get eaten by the birds.
Oh, honey, they couldn't eat all these crickets. And no.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So how are you this morning, Trust?
I'm doing all right. I'm trying to figure out what
I'm doing all left, so we make a good pair.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but hey, good enough. Good morning. Yep.
Good morning, good enough.
Good enough. Do you feel like coming up here and saying something? If so, I'll send you the link. If not, then I understand. You're just dropping by then. You know. Hope things are going good. I know you're working hard in that 80-degree temperatures that morning. But later on that afternoon, I know I've got close to 100. It was in the high 90s for you. But yeah. I was going to pick on you, but I told TH2, hey, not a problem, good enough. I understand you're busy. Just throw the offer out there. I'd explain to TH2 why I didn't pick on you. So.
Why you didn't pick on good enough? Well, because you just don't pick on her.
No, I do. I pick on everybody. I know that by now, but when I know my life is in danger, I don't pick. And that's what I explained to TH2. If I would have done that, especially she's in that heat, sweating, doing what she was doing, no, she wouldn't have taken it as a joke. She would just send a hit me and freaking take me out. And I believe John Wick is somewhere between her and me, and she's probably got his phone number. So. Yeah, so we're covering what we're doing. Hey, B. Mitch, good morning. We're covering what we're doing this weekend. I know you missed it, so I'll let you know my twin boys are having their birthday tomorrow. So, depending, since they sleep in late normally, well, one gets off. Well, he's off tonight, hopefully, unless they call him in. So he'll be sleeping in, and the other one's, well, he just gets up when he wants to, so. I don't know if I'll do a live stream tomorrow, but I might, depending on how early I get up versus them not being up yet.
Okay.
So what are you
Well,
doing this weekend?
tomorrow morning I'm meeting. I think so far for positive 4 other female bikers. We're gonna do a river run.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're meeting for breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Ew.
Yep, and then gonna ride the river, the one river road, and
Yeah,
then be
it's been
back
a
there
couple
by
months since
lunchtime, and then split up after that. Yeah,
yeah, it's been a couple months since you did that last time on that river run.
yeah. But I
Now,
went with hubby and a bunch of other ones for Veterans Day.
yeah. Now, do you go to the same restaurant or?
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
yeah.
so
Oh yeah. It's a
what's your
mini.
favorite
It's like a little truck stop thing. It's pretty
Yep.
fun.
So since you go there all the time, then what's your favorite breakfast there?
Mine is their omelet. You know, whatever
Mm,
whatever you want omelet, because they'll
Yep.
put whatever you want in it. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Cool. Yep. So I purposely did that so if anybody's hungry, they skipped it, had to rush off to work because they woke up late. They can blame you because I
Oh
ate
no.
breakfast before the stream, so that's why I'm not mentioning food anymore.
Uh,
I did
well,
mention what I
I got
ate.
up 15, not even 15 minutes before you streamed. I,
It took you that long to get up and make a cup of coffee?
I got up. Well, I got to do the other things too when you first get up.
Okay, she's talking about a body movement.
You got to go to the bathroom. You got to get your coffee. You got to roll a cigarette.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm saying body movement. I wasn't including the bathroom in it, but I know some people with minds in the gutter are like, oh, she had to poop. No, I didn't
No,
say that. I said
nope.
body
I
movement.
didn't have to poop. I just had to go the other. Hey, at
Yeah.
least I'm honest, man. I
She
don't
opened
care.
her eyes. She's laying in bed, and she's got to start wiggling her toes, get that blood pumping in her feet, and it goes up her legs. That's body movement, people. Okay. When you're vintage, you got to start out slow.
Oh heck no! See, I don't even do that. I just get up, my eyes open, and I'm up.
Okay, that's it. We're sending you on a non-paid vacation to Lake Prairie's house so you can show her how to get up. She fights with herself to get out of bed.
Nope. I get up, I make my bed, and then I head out.
They'll let you know she's still sleeping right now. And she'll say, oh, no, I was up, but I fell back asleep. Yeah, right. She was freaking painting till, I think, 11 or 12 last night. His newest painting. I don't think she's posted yet, but it's really nice. Of course, every
Cool.
painting does it really nice too. So
Cool.
expect
Yeah,
another good one.
I kind of got a message from her about what she was going to paint.
Yeah.
hmm
Yep.
Which, yeah, was amazing.
Mm-hmm. But
Sure.
so how's the heat there?
It's cool. No heat. It
No heat.
dropped off last night. Yeah.
What's your temperature supposed to be today?
Hang on a minute. I'll tell you. I haven't even got that far yet. Right now it is 65, a high of 82.
You see, and that's why she
Seven,
doesn't.
71 tomorrow, high at 71 tomorrow, 75 on Sunday, 78,
Yep.
74, and then we go back to hit 80 again on next Thursday. Otherwise, those are pretty normal for us for
Yep.
this time of year.
Yep. Yeah, they're threatening us with 90-degree temperatures on Monday. I had to laugh. I'm like, yeah, all right. So, yeah, Texas might get some rain. Yeah, along the coast maybe. There's more to Texas than just the coastline.
I know there were some bad storms last night.
Yep.
Michigan area.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's 400,000 people in Michigan without power right now because of the storms.
Yeah.
And it's like 200 something thousand in Ohio. And then Pennsylvania comes in third. And in Texas, we have some too. I reported earlier, but ours are more for wildfires. So I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, yesterday I mentioned there was a mass shooting. That was in Pennsylvania. I went back out of the screen and looked at it. It was like, yeah, it was in Pennsylvania. So I just started freaking popping off around shooting people. The cops showed up and they hit the wrong house initially.
Great.
How the hell do you miss? If you get the person's information, how do you get the wrong house? That's all I got to ask. I mean,
I don't know.
I blame that. I blame that on the freaking commandant, the on-scene commandant. But
You blame that on the whom?
the commander on scene for the.
Oh, you said commandant. I went.
Yeah,
Huh?
well, they call him a commandant. I don't know why, but it's a commander. I don't know why they call him a commandant.
Because it's German.
No idea. Is it really German though? Really? Oh, I was watching a movie and I can't even think of it now. And they started saying, like in the Viking days, they were using certain words. It's like they didn't use those words back then. What the heck? And it was like trying to say back in the Viking days, they'd call the leader the master commander. They wouldn't use that when they're on a boat. They'd call him by his first name. Okay, now the freaking AccuWeather is actually saying heat dome is retreating from the Midwest. Intensify over, and I'm still waiting for Google to open up the page. This really freaking, and it's going to intensify over the southern U.S. Yep. So, needless to say. Okay, what AccuWeather is trying to say is like Iowa, Atlantic Iowa. I didn't know there was an Atlantic Iowa. Observe real field temps, 139. I don't think they know how to freaking do that. Maybe the heat index, but I can't see it at 139 unless they got a lot of concrete. And then they got two places in Kansas, 138, 137. Kansas 135 and Iowa again 134. Yeah, I think you don't know how to read the heat index and calculate it correctly, people. AccuWeather, get your poop right.
Yeah,
Hey, good morning, longboarding mom.
I know. All I know is crap just hasn't been right this year. Weather-wise,
Well, like I said, we're gonna have a long black summer, and then we're gonna have a black winter. People don't realize that. And,
You mean
the black
I'm gonna get more snow, or it's gonna be colder? What the heck?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Out of the two, I think you'd rather have snow versus ice. So
Eventually, in reality, ice and snow there's no difference, because snow melts and then refreezes and turns into what? Ice. So we get both anyway. But would I rather have the bitter cold or the snow? The snow.
Yeah, but if you're going to get like a foot of snow and there's no ice involved in it, no melting, it's just snow. Snow can be a good insulator.
Oh, true.
But ice will not. It'll bring down trees, mess up power lines, jack up your car.
Right. But see, I was saying because of the weird, the high heat temperatures, are we going to get just the opposite and get the, negative below zero temperatures? I would rather not have those. I'd rather have snow. If I had to choose between snow and bitter cold, give me the snow. been through both enough, but
Well, I'm just going to give you a little nugget to try to figure out what your winter's going to be like. Look for the first winter storm to hit the U.S. and where it hits and how severe it is. It's only going to hit a couple of states initially, like it usually does every year. And when it hits, then you can know how bad it might be for the rest of the place. But all I got to say is that thanks, Canada. Since Lewis is in here somewhere.
uh-huh.
Yep.
So, have you seen anything on the fires that were in California?
No,
Are they out or still burning or?
I'm not trying to be mean, but half California, they done
Yeah,
it.
well, I have a family member that lives near the Oregon border.
As much
So,
taxes as they pay and allowed or forced to pay, and they allow it to happen, they
mhm.
should be freaking taking care of their freaking forest a whole lot better than they're doing.
Oh, I agree with you.
I
I
mean,
do. I do.
we get wildfires here, but it's normally because lightning, like our last one we had. It's not because the power lines freaking or anything like that surges and causes a grass fire. Texas actually mandates the power companies to make sure there's a trail and a path, and the trees are nowhere close to the power lines. And if they
Yeah.
find them, then they freaking fine the crap out of them. And power companies don't like paying fines.
Nope. Yeah. No, they come and trim ours off the power lines. Hmm.
So let's see. One board mount says hopefully this rain will help with the fire in Springfield. It was very smoky yesterday. Yeah, but thanks, Canada. You set the example for everybody. Yeah. North Carolina, South Carolina's definitely feeling the heat this weekend. All the South really is. There's a wildfire going on in Louisiana. They had to freaking evacuate a whole town because they can't control
Wow.
it. Yeah. And I believe that one was from, the dry conditions for one, but from a lightning strike also.
Yeah. I have a video that my son sent me. He, my tree climber,
Uh-huh.
of a tree starting on fire from the power lines in front of a house during the day.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty freaky.
Yep. You'd be surprised how some of those trees catch it.
Oh yeah.
I realize that. I know exactly what you're talking about. And the lightning I hate the most is that when there's like heavy downpours and storms and all that. It's the
Yep.
heat lightning at night. I
Well,
mean,
this wasn't
not,
even lightning. This was from electrical wires because they didn't take care of their damn tree.
yeah, yeah.
Let's see if I can find that darn thing. Send it.
Yeah, the
Send it.
blue people decided to go up there and start them for you there, longboarding month. They didn't like that y'all were having freaking nice forests without any fires. So, yeah, think about it. It's not conspiracy. I can almost guarantee you they're doing that. And then they try to say it's a control burn.
Yeah. Control burn. Okie dokie.
Say Lady Daggerson's status came back when she heard the crickets. When the crickets get quiet, she says, I'll be back. We got to pay these crickets. So, needless to say, my future daughter-in-law and my son have geckos and lizards and They got a family of them that they got. They got a fogger to keep them moist, and they feed them. They go buy crickets and stuff. So yeah, I keep telling them, why are you going to the pet store and get it? Just come over to the house. You'll find lizards all over my house. You can pick them up and grow them from babies.
Okay, Trust. I sent you that to Facebook Messenger. That was the only way I could send it. I don't know if you can open it, or share it, but I sent it.
Yeah, not from my computer. Last time I tried doing that, it shut everything down. That's why I usually don't use Messenger. It's not really reliable and it gets hacked a lot. So.
Nope, that's fine. But anyway, you can look at that tweet later. You'll go, whoa, yeah. It's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. See, I like this from Heath Ledger. I just opened up Facebook and it said, first thing popped up, everyone you meet always asks if you have a career, are married, or own a house, as if life was some kind of grocery list. Nobody ever asks if you are happy.
Right.
That's
wonder why.
Yeah, because they're not happy. So you can't take anything with you, but you can freaking enjoy happiness. Try to stay positive even during the bad times, and create the memories that people you touch will remember after you're long gone. So this year I decided to do a monthly log of how the world is, what's going on, and all the other stuff. If I'm going to live to be 120, I don't think by the time I'm 120 I'm going to remember everything that happened in 2023. So, yeah. So, but I'll have a book to go back on.
Cool.
Okay, it says, you sent me an attachment. Let's see if I can bring it up. And of course, oh, it was a sunny day at yours. Holy crap.
Yeah, it was during the day. Craziness.
Trying to get it loaded. Oh, come on. Okay, got it paused. Now we're going to see if I can actually share it without getting kicked. If I get kicked, I'll be right back. I'll jump on my phone. But, hold on. YouTube is so far behind, and the live button wasn't on YouTube too. What the heck?
See, that's what happened to me when I did my stream with Crazy on Wednesday. It was like, what?
I think YouTube is purposely doing that crap. Okay, I don't know the audio, so let me drop that down. Sorry. Is there a lot of audio screaming and all that, or no?
There's no screaming, just the crackling and the burning.
Okay, then I'll put the volume on. All right. This is what she sent me on a tree that should have been cut near a power line. And if you can tell, just look at that picture. See where the power line is, right above the tree. Yeah. Definitely too close.
Can you make that big? I'm just saying I'm on my phone and it's hard to see.
No, they're going to have to make it big because I don't think I can. Let me look at the options. Yeah, you're going to. Where'd you go? No, I don't want that. Hello, I'll come back and visit you later, baby.
Hey,
what the heck? See, now I lost it. Ah! What are you doing me?
There it is.
Look at that heart. It's just like right through the tree. Down the middle. Okay.
Thanks for sharing that.
That's the
That's
best I can
totally
do.
crazy, though.
No.
No, but I mean, it actually shows people that heck, it was a perfectly great tree. It was daytime, and it was just caused from the power lines because people refused to
Yeah.
trim their tree.
Well, look how close that TV was to the tree was to the house, too. Once that tree
Mm-hmm.
caught on, it would have gone straight to the house. And I
Yep.
guarantee you the
And if
freaking insurance companies don't
people
like
weren't,
the tree.
yeah, and the thing is if the crew that took that picture, what weren't trimming a tree across the street and saw it start to happen and call for the fire trucks, et cetera, that house would have probably burnt down.
Yeah.
I mean, the front of it was pretty black and, but no damage inside. It was just all exterior by the time the fire department got there.
Yeah.
So they were pretty darn lucky.
I went back to the YouTube side and it's still the live button is off.
I don't get it.
I don't know how it's going to freaking it keeps shutting up.
Let's see.
So, well, there's a delay. I apologize. I don't control YouTube. If I did, I'd be firing a couple of freaking techies right now. So, you're going to try to have a banana split today for National Banana Split Day?
I don't know yet.
Or are you going to go ahead and
I have everything. I have pretty much everything for it.
Yeah. Or are you just going to do your ride, enjoy yourself, come home, and then make yourself to celebrate another one, which is National Whiskey Sour Day?
No, I don't. I'm not a drinker, so yeah.
Yeah, I got the stuff to make it, but do I? No, I'm not really a big drinker either. I mean, I bought a 12-pack of beer, maybe 4, 5 months ago, and about 9 of them are still in the fridge. I really bought them more for my kiddos when they come visit, But they're still at that point. They're so paranoid. I'll have one beer with my dad. I don't want to have 2. You might think I'm an alcoholic. I'm like, come on. I know when you're at home, you ain't gonna get in the car and you freaking down a 6-pack like in 5 minutes. Come on now. I already know they're they're over teenagers. They're 22 tomorrow, so. Hey, good morning, Jerry Lee. He said no bananas. Oh, you don't like bananas? B. Mitch says, I love the pineapple, but not the banana split. Well, you can always go Dairy Queen if you got a Dairy Queen in your city/state. And you can get one of those things where you put all the toppings on there. You just don't have the bananas. That's the thing I like about Dairy Queen. And they're very meticulous about making sure that people.
I just checked the YouTube side and it's fine. It's running on mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep going back. I go to StreamYard. I go back to YouTube. Look, my live button is off on YouTube, so I'll just leave it to what they're doing.
Yeah, it is running, and the chat was actually pretty much caught up to what I've got on StreamYard.
Yeah, so everybody doesn't like
the no pineapple thing.
What? Y'all are nuts. Y'all got to have freaking nuts on your freaking Sunday, too. Depending on what kind of nuts, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Peanut about that one. And I haven't seen Peanut do a video in a while. He must be working a lot on vacation or something. Hope he's doing all right.
Yeah. Haven't seen him.
Well.
No, I haven't even seen him in anybody's stream pop in and just, say hi or anything.
Well, I hope it's just he's just working a lot more at the Planters Company because that's not exactly where he works at, but that's the ongoing joke between me and him. We know he runs the Planters Company
Uh huh.
because I don't want to say what he
He is
actually.
Mr. He is Mr. Panic.
You know. So, but hopefully he's doing good. He's probably enjoying the fresh radiated air from Japan dumping all their radioactive stuff into the ocean. It's probably reached California by now. Yep, I agree with you, Lady Dagger status. I was thinking about walnuts in mine. Yeah, South Shore is awesome, but I do like the dipped cones at Dairy Queen also.
Yeah, the only thing is the dilly bars, the coating that they use,
Yeah,
the butterscotch does not taste right. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
That's why I don't
First
get
year,
the milk bars.
yeah, the first year I've gotten a butterscotch dilly bar that tasted funky.
Yeah,
So I asked them, I said, are these old? And they said, no, they were made last night because they have to date the boxes, when they make them.
yeah,
I'm like, well, these taste crappy. So they gave me my money back.
yeah.
I mean, they didn't taste right. Didn't even taste like butterscotch.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. After you have Werther's for so long, because I'll have 2 little Werther's every day. That's my pleasure every day in life. And after having Werther's, no butterscotch can compare to Werther's.
Yeah, I have coffee flavored Werthers.
Yep.
They're
And
good.
yeah, I grew up on Brock's butterscotch, and when I discovered Werther's,
Yeah.
goodbye Brock's. Brock's doesn't taste the same to me compared to Werther's. So
Yeah, but Werthers are more toffee than
yeah,
butterscotch. Yep.
yeah,
I still like real scotchy butterscotch.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that's one thing I haven't had in a long time since I was a kid. Soft water taffy. Ooh.
Oh, I get some every year and I watch it get pulled. We we have a little store that's called the Candy Store. It's only open from spring until late fall,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually pull their own taffy. Oh, it's
Yeah,
so good. You sit there and watch the machines go,
yeah,
after they twist it on there.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. The only place I get my toffee from is a store on the coast of Texas. I won't buy it if I see the convenience store or anything else because it doesn't taste fresh. But every time I've
Right.
gone to the coast, unfortunately, it's not as often as I like because it's like a 10-hour drive. But when I do go there, that's the first place I stop.
It,
If I gotta pee, my bladder's just gonna have to wait. I need my saltwater taffy.
oh yeah, I don't blame you. And the other thing that store has, do you remember the sheets of paper that had the little candy dots on them that you had to peel off the paper? They have
Yeah,
those. They have candy cigarettes. They have, all the old time candies. It's crazy.
yeah.
They
I
even
see all
have
that in Big Lots.
oh really? They have
Yeah,
the nickel candies,
yeah,
that little cherry that look like an actual nickel, and
yeah,
hmm
yeah. That's like Big Lots. The only place that still has Bazooka Joe's. But
cool.
I remember back then the Bazooka Joes weren't as hard as they are now. It's like, man, what did they do? They have these from the 70s and they've been hardening all this time. You get one now, it's like you're basically chipping a tooth trying to freaking get
Huh.
it wet and bite it down.
Do they still have the comics in them?
Yep,
Cool.
yep. Family Dollar, yep. Ooh, the Chico Sticks, yep. Mmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, not our generals, our Dollar Generals don't. Our Family Dollar does. Dollar General's like, yeah, They say $1, but good luck trying to find anything under $5. The Dollar General, which I haven't done a Dollar Tree run in a while. Hell, I haven't even been to Hobby Lobby in a while ever since I got my flag that I hang up in the living room. So, did you see any pictures of Crazy's chocolate fudge she made her daughter?
Oh yeah, 2 pans.
Yeah.
Yummer.
I was trying to get TH2 to comment and ask her if she was busy packing her fudge, but he wouldn't do it. Yeah. So we've been under a heat advisory day since 3 o'clock this morning, and it's going on till about 8 o'clock. But I think it's going to go on till about midnight. They'll end up extending it. Yep, Hobby Lobby had that 90% off on a lot of things. I love that. I go there. The only thing I hate about our Hobby Lobby, they put it in the section for the percentages, but they never have the freaking price tag on there. So you can try to calculate it. You always got to take it up to the register. And they say, oh, this is $20, but 90% off. Okay. And then they tell you the price. Oh, okay. That's where they get you. I don't know if they do that everywhere else, but here that's how it is. Oh, Lady Dagger status. Ooh. She's going to make some peanut brittle, or she wants to make some peanut brittle. Ooh. It's another thing I haven't had since I was a kid. Other great luxuries growing up I haven't had. What the hell's wrong with me? I think coffee took over all my tendencies of enjoying freaking things.
Peanut brittle is pretty easy to make. If you got a good candy thermometer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Nope.
So I take it your hubby's up and about. He heard you moving around, so you get up out of bed.
Well, I'm outside, and he just tapped on the window and gave me the come here for a minute. So that's why I muted and went in. No, he just wanted to know if he wanted me to bring my leather jacket and stuff up for tomorrow. Because it is going to be cooler when we leave, you know.
Yeah. Now I take it he's not going to ride with you.
It's all girls.
Well, I figured maybe he'll ride with you to. Is one of the girls going to come by your place, or do y'all just meet us?
No, we all meet at the little restaurant for breakfast.
Oh, okay. And then
it's kind of like it's what 25 minutes from me, and it's like 20 minutes for a couple of them, and it's like, you know, half hour for the other one. So it's kind of like the only place we found that was like in between us all.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm envisioning this Hollywood movie of you ladies getting together, and that movie's called Wild Hogs. Women instead of men.
Could be.
Yeah. And go take that river run and go through some of those small towns. Yeah, you might be in trouble.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. It's a pretty fun ride.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just didn't know if your husband drove with you to the restaurant and then kissed you, have a good day, and then freaking took off and went back home. Well,
no.
Ladies.
I mean, the one gal, her husband does follow her to there and then leaves, but she's the furthest one out too.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable in that.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What was that?
Oh, that was a pileated woodpecker.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, now they changed their forecast. It's going to be 105 as a minimum today. Woohoo!
Dang.
Yeah.
Hey, I had 2 days. You hear that? Darn bird. 2 days near, you know, almost on the verge of 100. 99 it hit was the highest one. Humidity 64% or higher. I wouldn't want more than that. Hello, I don't know how you're doing it.
Yeah.
I need to be outside, and it was like walking into a fire zone
Yeah.
when you walk out the door. Ugh.
Well, like one of the big secrets y'all are starting to find out. Us Texas people are a whole lot of breed different.
Yeah, but then again, when it gets to 35 below here, you wouldn't want to walk outside, and I'll sit outside in that too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, I
So,
get it. Our
but
great Texas freeze, freaking, I was in
yeah, it
it.
was not 30. It was not 35 below.
I might as well been when you got no power. I tell you this,
True.
I had my thermals on and my socks, and I wrapped myself in my mink blanket. And when I wasn't awake, I just slept. You know,
Yeah,
yeah, it was way too cold to freaking go out there and start up my generator just to get a heater going. It's like screw it. Other power's out. At least I got freaking my pipes aren't frozen. You know.
Lady Dagger status. Not really in a forest, but yeah, I have a lot. I have like a wooded area at the end of the street from me, and then I'm 3 blocks off from a lake.
Hmm.
So yeah, I got lots of pines, lots of uh-huh. Not at, what when I'm up at the cabin. Now that's wooded.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, no, the pileated woodpeckers are one of the noisiest and the biggest woodpeckers.
Yeah.
They're what my kids used to call the woody woodpecker. Did you see the woody woodpecker? Because they're so big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Somebody choked that woodpecker.
Yeah.
No, but
Seeing if I would have been on last night, you'd got to hear the um, barred, Barred owls.
oh
Yeah, they were calling like crazy last night.
yeah, because they're like, hey, where's the crickets?
No, I think they were after the the field mice and that kind of thing that also eats the crickets.
Mm-hmm.
And they were calling back and forth. It was kind of creepy sounding, but it was cool. I haven't heard that many calls in a long time.
Hey, good morning, Heroic Waffles.
Heroic waffles.
Yeah.
It's what's for breakfast.
So, yeah, I haven't told anybody this, but I'm really ticked off.
Oh,
I bought some pancake syrup.
yeah.
Normally it's a little thick. I
Mm-hmm.
probably opened this one I've had for a couple months in the cabinet, and it's just runny. There's no thickness to it. I'm like, what the heck?
But is it all natural or is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, look and see if it's natural maple syrup. If it is, you have to remember what it starts out at.
Yeah.
If it is the natural maple syrup, it is a little thinner. If it's not, the thing is I literally saw maple syrup, supposedly,
Yeah.
on the store shelf that said artificial maple syrup. It wasn't even real.
Yeah.
What did they use?
Yeah. No, but I've been getting this brand for years, and this is the first time it's ever been just like it was the leftovers. It wasn't freaking thick or no nothing. Like, really? Do I have to go back to Caro syrup? That was one thing.
Right?
Caro syrup, it's freaking thick.
Oh yeah. And if you have Caro syrup, you can make peanut brittle.
Yeah.
Just saying, multi-purpose.
Yeah. And you don't need no 5 pounds of sugar to make.
True.
I can't believe freaking crazy use 5 pounds of sugar. Man. I'll tell you that much.
Well, plus all the sugar that was in the fluff.
No, I know. I mean, I would do maybe a quarter cup of sugar, even for 5 pounds of fudge. But
Maybe she was saying 5 cups of sugar, not pounds.
no, she was saying pounds. I asked her, and she said straight out, it's pounds. She's using a whole bag. That's what she told
Holy
me.
Hannah.
I know, and I'm like, what? So yeah, and it was rock hard. And I was like, yeah, because the way they pack it on a pallet, and then they just put it on the shelf.
Right.
But just
Well,
because it doesn't mean anything.
I was looking at chat. Yeah, my grandson, one of his favorite things I do for on top of pancakes is I take brown sugar, butter, and cinnamon and just melt them so
Yeah,
that they're pourable. And he'll put that on his pancakes over maple syrup
yeah,
because it's kind of sticky and yeah, and it's cinnamon, brown sugar cinnamon syrup for his pancakes.
yeah.
That's something my
Oh,
that's something my granny did
yeah,
when they didn't have maple syrup or Karo syrup for us. She'd just throw some brown sugar in a pan and throw
yeah,
butter in there, a little cinnamon, and melt it until the brown sugar was melted and it was still pourable, and you'd put that on your pancakes. Yep.
yeah. Yeah, waffles do sound good, but I already had my breakfast tacos, so now maybe I'll have them for lunch. That I'll make some pancakes. Ooh, I can make chocolate chip pancakes, blueberry pancakes, or what else do I got? Strawberry pancakes.
I don't know. Nopa nopa.
Yeah, with this heat, I haven't really been using my oven too much, and I really got to make this pound of bacon I've been having in the fridge. I really got to cook it. I know I can
Yeah.
use the tabletop, but then
Well, okay, wait, you got a gas grill, right?
yeah, it's in the garage. My son's. I don't
Oh,
really
well,
feel like bringing it out and using it.
because because when it gets too, I don't want to heat my kitchen up. What I do is I put my bacon on cookie sheets,
Yeah,
and I'll put it on one cookie sheet, and then I stick another cookie sheet on top of it, and stick it on the gas grill, and just close it and let it cook. And then I'll go out and flip it one time, put the other cookie. Turns out just like in the oven.
uh-huh.
Yep. Where there's a will, there's a way. Believe me. I
Yeah,
wanted bacon really bad to go with to have bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwiches, and it was too hot to start my oven.
yeah. Well, worst comes worst, I got bacon bits, so and it's
Yep.
just I just don't want the bacon to get to that point where I can't cook it. I just got to toss it. So
Yeah, I don't blame you. Just do it when you first get up in the morning. If you get up or before you go to bed,
yeah.
knowing what times
When
you.
I woke up this morning, I thought about it, but I was like, nah, do I really want to heat up the kitchen? I did that the other day to make hamburgers. What I use? Oh, I made fries in the oven. So now I'm seeing the necessity why I need to get an air fryer now.
Yup.
But I love my stove, especially in winter. I don't have to have the heater so high because all I got to do is just bake stuff. And it keeps my whole house warm.
Exactly.
That's why I'm
Talk
itching.
about dive. I'm getting really dive bombed. I got the woodpecker going, and I got a lake plane going over.
Woohoo! Well, as long as they ain't dropping nothing on your head, you're good. I don't know. We got about 6 minutes, and I'm going to call it. It'll be an hour and a half. So I've been trying to keep the streams down. Most of my
Yeah.
2 hour plus streams I've put in private. I'm slowly but surely going through all my lives in the past that are under 2 hours and reintroducing to YouTube. So, oh, let me get my glasses because Super Dave wrote something. I just saw it was purple. So Lady D, is that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love my air fryer too. I
Yeah.
make I made some bomb potatoes that I grew in the air fryer, little baby reds. I
Mm.
cut them up and I put a little olive oil on them, and then I put a little bit, rolled them in a little bit of mayonnaise, believe it or not,
Yeah.
and just put salt and pepper on them, put them in there. They crisped up so nice on the outside and were so tender on the inside. Oh, they were so good.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm
Yep,
going to have
yep.
to end up getting 2 air fryers when I do it because I'll need one for the cheese sticks and then I'll need one for the jalapeno poppers. Thanks, lady. Or longboarding mom. Now, of course, during winter, I'll let them rest because I'll use the oven. That's the other thing I like about the oven. I can one rack will have this, one rack will have that.
Yep. My husband didn't even know I used mayonnaise on those potatoes.
Really?
You can't tell because they get all nice and crunchy on the outside.
Yeah.
He had no clue. He goes, "These are so good. What did you do?" And I was telling him, he goes, "Mayonnaise? What?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yep." Yeah, they turned out really good.
Hey, good morning, John. I'll let you say his last name. I can't say it.
John Mack, good morning.
Oh, it's too good. It's supposed to be a little damn.
I know, but the last time he was in and we were chopping up his last name, he said, "Just call me John Mack."
Oh, Mom, no,
Uh-huh.
I got to be different. I'm just going to call him J Mac. That sounds cooler. What up, J Mac? J Mac in the
See,
house.
see.
Let's see. Let's shorten everybody.
I don't know if people have seen Crazy Irish's community post. I'm not going to mention it on here, but please go check out her community post that she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of important, especially if you knew the person she's made the community post for.
Yep. No, I was talking to TH too. I'm not going to mention anything because
Nope.
even though
Nope.
I talked to the individual, I wasn't the closest. So
Yeah. Nope. It's all good. That's why I did it the way I did it too.
yeah.
You know, I just can't. At this point, I can't.
Yeah.
So
No, I understand.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I get the Hellman's mayo that's made with olive oil.
Uh-huh.
I like that one a whole lot better. Ever since I discovered the olive oil, went ooh, nothing else will do. Sorry.
Yeah, I like that one too. That's what I used, but I still put a little bit of olive oil on them first, and then I put them in the mayo. And
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, I'm sad. I rescued a fig tree from Home Depot about 4 years ago. It was dying at the store, and the lady's like, "Yeah, we're not carrying them no more here because they can't live in this climate." I was like, "Well, can I take it?" So she charged me $3 for it because they had to charge something that wasn't in the thing to throw away yet. I brought it home, planted it, and got that puppy going. Man, it started growing like a banshee. Protected it over that freaking month of Texas freeze, and then it kept growing. And I thought this year I would be getting figs as big as it got, and this heat just killed it. So I have
5 to 7 years for a fig tree to produce figs. Yep.
it wasn't that long, 3 years, and you can already tell it was trying to produce them. I got
Cool.
or something here, but
Um,
I did.
John, I got a real quick question for John.
Uh-huh.
Were you in the storms that put the power out? Because he said listening from Detroit, Wayne County, Michigan.
Hey, Harvest Mary.
Holy crap, girl.
Wow.
How do you feel?
Wired?
Well,
I
I'm
don't-
just saying she could end up with a massive headache if she does
Yeah.
end up with a headache. Yeah, don't try and take any type of ibuprofen or um, what's it called? NSAIDs. You know, anything that says NSAID or ibuprofen
Uh-huh.
because that'll make her headache worse. Believe it or not, because it's insulin.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say just suck it up and just hydrate. Wash your body with water.
Yeah,
You'll get
that
some
too.
to get it moved. So a lot of these migraines can actually be freaking resolved early enough if you start hydrating yourself. Well, where you're not underhydrated. Now, I'm not saying drink bottles of water in 4 minutes like that one lady, but
Right.
you know, every 30 minutes you should be drinking at least a bottle of water when you have a headache. You'd be
Fact.
surprised after about 4 hours, you're like, oh, it's gone. Yeah. Ooh, ah. Your body can do wonders if you just give it the right things.
That is true. 'Tis true. Well, I'm glad you didn't lose your power, John.
Yeah.
I had a friend that's, yeah, we were texting back and forth, and all of a sudden, no more texts. And she came back, she goes, I had to go to the car. My power's out. I was plugged in the house.
Mm-hmm.
She had her phone plugged in the house, and then their power went out, so she was out in the car sitting with her phone on the charger. I said, well, stop texting everybody. Turn your phone off. Get it charged. You might need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my victory essay is done because I had to clip it all the way down to the base again. I'm still going to try to save it, but if this heat doesn't go away and we get at least 2 decent months of fall,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to revitalize itself during winter. I mean, I'm going to take it out of the ground, put it in the big container again on wheels, fertilize it, and when winter comes, just wet it real good and then put the leaves and stuff on it and put it in the garage under a growing lamp, but like I did the last couple of years. But I'm hoping they'll come back. Kind of discouraging though, because I wanted the figs to start growing, and then I would have moved on to the olive tree. I want to get an olive tree too. Before I leave the property here at this house, I want to have a fig tree and an olive bush growing. So I thought about doing a pomegranate one, but those take forever. I think I'll be 90 by the time it starts producing pomegranates.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, Harvest Mary Moon, it sounds like you're doing the right things anyway. So, yep. But I mean, that's quite a bit of.
Yeah, you got to
orange
get it up
juice.
to 117, and you said you're at 195 right now.
Well, it's to get it to that point, she must have been low.
Yeah.
And so it took the orange juice and, yeah, and the sugar tablet to get it up to the 117.
Yeah. So,
Yipper. Yeah, I just worry about people when they're not used to a certain dosage, especially when it's insulin or other meds, and then they get this whopping headache and they try to get rid of the headache. They try to treat that, and what they're treating it with isn't going to will make it worse, Yep.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it can happen.
Yeah. And that's why I stayed on longer, because medical care is very important.
True.
I can't even have orange juice anymore. The acidity in the oranges for some. Now I could eat an orange, peel it and eat it, no problem. But the orange juice, I start getting blisters in my mouth from it. I don't know what they're adding to the juice, but I can't. Nope.
Yeah. Good idea to separate them. And you can always make your own labels that you can read, just write it bigger and stick a label on it. So you know how exactly
Yeah.
which one's which too. Yep. Because you never know, you may end up moving one to the wrong side again or whatever. And yep, if you put even the like the plain white little labels, you just and say put 15-minute or whatever on it in bigger letters, then you'll know. So yep. I got coffee hiccups. This sucks.
Wow, I never had one of those. I'm trying to bring up this article real quick. It's about recalls. They reported yesterday about Kroger's. If you bought frozen vegetables there, check them because there's a risk of listeria.
Bear Truth has a question for you in chat.
The USDA just recalled. Yeah. Food Lion is in the recalls. Those are the only two I'm seeing right now. Food Lion and Kroger. All types of vegetables, and they even have 50 freaking types of frozen meat products that the four-letter organization is recalled. So, okay, what's the question? Hey, Bear Truth, good morning. You know how many oranges I would have to squeeze in order to get just a freaking 6-ounce cup of freaking orange juice? I'd rather just eat the orange. Hey, good morning to you, Bear Truth. Yeah. I do still remember, and I use this from memory, but oranges were smaller than they used to be when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not because I was a wee little kid either. It's freaking, yeah.
Yeah, oranges are definitely a lot smaller now than they used to be.
Yep, because I remember the oranges, because growing up in South Texas, where we have all our freaking stuff grown, our oranges were the size of grapefruits. And don't even ask the size of the grapefruits back then, because they definitely ain't that size now either.
A Mack truckload of oranges just to get a glass of orange juice.
Yeah, so my neighbors next door, all the college age kids, and I call them that because they're all college age. There's 3 of them living there. They've had to call the landlord, and they're tearing apart the roof. I feel bad for them. They got something going on in their house. They got this big old freaking trash container in the front of their yard. Since they ain't got no driveway, they just placed it right there on the freaking sidewalk. So they got to use their side entrance to get in. And they're tearing apart the whole roof yesterday. I don't know what the deal is, but the air conditioner has been going crazy since they had the opening of the roof. I'm glad I don't live in that house. Okay, THU wants to ask a question. I got to bring it up because I don't know. Trust, how many cucamelons do you have to squeeze together? Hey, I almost got a cucamelon juice. I don't know. You got to ask Bird Truth on that one, TH.
Oh
We don't
my goodness.
we don't have cucamelons here.
Yeah, John Mac. That's what my girlfriend was telling me too. That the lightning was super weird.
Yeah, it was just the aliens.
Because she said it was like flash after flash after flash,
Yeah,
like a camera, like the old time cameras.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, here's a theory. It's not conspiracy. It's just a theory. Everybody often overlooks when. Sorry, I'm looking at some video. Okay, look like Mississippi. Look like snow coming down. No, it can't be snow. It's got to be freaking hail. But here's a theory that even NASA doesn't freaking probably wouldn't even understand. People think these, you know, aliens, so called, if they're actually true, are so highly intelligent and advanced. But what if they're really not that advanced? They just happen to be lucky to know how to do, aerodynamics to have spaceships. But they're really stupid. Out of the breed of aliens, they're like the stupidest ones. Because any time anybody freaking talks about aliens, oh yeah, they're probing, they're abducting, we see this, let's do that. Well, if they're really that advanced, don't you think they would have already made contact with the whole world populace? Maybe the aliens that are visiting us are just shy.
Well, I guess it takes 3 cucamelons to make an 8-ounce glass.
Well, how many watermelons does it take to make an 8-ounce glass of watermelon juice?
I don't know, not that many, I'm sure.
I don't
But
care.
that was funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't care how many watermelons it takes. I just cut a hole in it and put all the alcohol in there and make jungle juice. And then I can freaking fill up a couple of ammo bowls with the jungle juice and sell it and make a big profit. Yeah, but a lot of people don't think that, especially the ones with PhDs. Like, oh no, they got to be more advanced. Why? Maybe they come over here and they see how amazing we are with our stealth freaking aircraft and our heavy machinery that floats in the oceans called carriers and battleships. And they're coming over learning from us to advance themselves because, the only thing they've been able to figure out is space travel, which is normal for them. Really got to think about it. Maybe their world, they got not as much land as we do, and they haven't figured out how to make a boat yet.
Or they haven't figured out how to grow things and keep them alive. You never know.
Yeah. But,
one of them things.
Yeah, Beatrice used to grow watermelons so big, it only took one. What about pumpkins? Can you grow pumpkins as big as your watermelons or bigger? I mean, if we're so intelligent as the human race thinks we are, why are our grapes still small? We like our grapes, but yet we also like our wine. And you would think by now, after all these hundreds of years of them growing grapes for wine, they've figured a way to make the grapes a whole lot bigger than they are. So are we really intelligent?
Dun dun dun. Well, there are really big grapes called globe grapes, but I don't think you could make wine out of them. They're more for eating.
Yeah. It's the same ways that they get that theory about the Egyptians and how they built the pyramids. They're basically saying, oh, yeah, it was the aliens came and gave them the technology. Why? Why couldn't it be the Egyptians back in the day were just so advanced and smart? They had the technology, and the aliens came and stole it all away. Think about it. Muscadines. Hmm. Yeah, Project Bluebeam. Well, I think Project Star Wars, even though it was announced we wouldn't do it, we knew we couldn't trust the Russians, but we did it, and it's sitting up there. Of course, Russia fears our finger of God technology that we have, because all we got to do is freaking drop a 100-pound freaking steel beam from space and it'll annihilate a city. It's the same pumpkin bear truth. You just carve it out, take all the insides out to eat and
Nope.
cut.
Nope. They actually grow pie pumpkins. That's
What?
what you want to. Yep. They're a smaller pumpkin. The meat is actually a little darker orange in the inside and everything, and they're more meaty, less seeds, more meat, and yeah, it's called a pie pumpkin. My neighbor is down the road is the pumpkin king. I swear to God, he grows 4 different varieties of pumpkins: white, the ones that the kids use for carving, pie pumpkins, and then there's another. Then it's one just for decoration, like the minis and that kind of thing. Yep. But his pie pumpkins are a real dark orange on the outside, even, and they're smaller.
So basically, he's a bioengineer of pumpkins. Okay.
He's been growing They've been growing pumpkins on that little farm for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know.
So you just when you go to the store, ask them if they have pie pumpkins.
I guarantee that the kid's going to be like, pumpkin pie? Yeah, that's a bakery.
That's possible.
So you got to stress, I want a pumpkin so I can make my own stuff, but it's a pie pumpkin.
Yep.
Oh, he's thanking TH2. I don't know what he's thanking him for, but yeah. Last thing I see on TH2 is like, hello, Diggy, Lady Dagger status. So we must have freaking sent him something on Signal. But alrighty then. Let's get our Friday going. It's already 8:18 here. It's 9:18 Eastern, and we've been on for almost an hour and 15 minutes. We covered the medical. We covered the emergency of pumpkin.
Yep.
And we've covered the thing that Lady Dagger status has seeds, but she has no space to grow them. So, yeah. I really hope everybody has a blessed weekend. Try to do something enjoyable and relax. Don't stress over problems. That's what Monday through Friday's for, with the exception of you shouldn't be stressing over the problems. Problems come and go anyway. And I hand it over to Ship Kicker. I just want to say, sure you tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. You don't know what concoction the government's going to come up with this weekend for next week to come at us with. Chef Kicker, it's all yours. Hey, Jeremy.
So, as he says, he actually said it in just a different way than me. Stay blessed, not stressed. Get outside and enjoy life and your families, friends, etc. And if you haven't heard from somebody, please contact them.
Well, sometimes people withdraw when they're having issues and don't want to talk to anybody. And then they start feeling like nobody cares for them, in which we do. And the only way they can really freaking know is by you contacting them. Just a friendly hello, how you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you meet up with them. You know, have a cup of coffee, enjoy some breakfast, take a river run on a bike with them. Yeah, you never know. We'll see how well refreshed Shift Kicker is after her river run. Dun dun dun.
And
We'll see how many crickets she was able to deflect with her face mask when she's riding.
I'm praying no bugs.
I'm not calling that bugs are going to attack you, but if you got a majority of crickets right now, those birds better start eating them because not you may run into them. Well, thanks for
Yeah.
coming, and we will catch you at either somebody else's stream or later on in the weekend. You never know what can pop up on a weekend. We love y'all. Thanks for
Love
coming.
you.
And the video that's most requested, even though I don't know why, I'll go ahead and put it up there. Because Shift Kicker likes it. We're out of here.
Bye.